Alrighty, so let's continue with this right here. It's gonna be the same process as we did for the other one. We're just gonna go to base back in the plates folder we were just working on, put it in a folder by itself, call it back plate, I think. Yeah. And we're gonna go to the folder that's carrying all the anchor points. We're just gonna copy the fill. What did I do? Copy the effect that's carrying the anchor point for this. Okay, and then we're gonna go to base, to backplate right here, add a black mask, add a, actually paste the effect like so. Something's not right. Oh, I'm not sure why it's on sub. Oh, I got the wrong one. It's this one. We gotta copy the first one, copy effect, and let's delete the other one we pasted and paste effect here. Wait, what's happening? That's the front. This is the back. Copy effect, paste effect. I know it's on sub. Let's put it on normal. And then we invert it. Okay. Alright then. This is, yeah. So if we put it on normal and we invert it, it should look fine. Alright, cool. So the base back, I guess we'll lower the roughness as well, the same as we did for the other one. I already like whatever is going on with the little dirt and all that stuff, so we won't have to go too crazy like the last one. I didn't mean to copy that. I'm gonna make a new fill layer, call it text. You know what we can do? Instead of doing all this, we can just literally copy the text layer that we made for the first one, for the front, and then paste it on top of this one. It should have the same information. Here you go. But the thing is, now we're just gonna make the opacity 100 and make the text darker, because remember on where's my reference? All right, remember this is really dark, so we're just gonna make it darker. And what else can we do? Yeah, I think I should have made this just a bit thicker, but I reckon there is no going back now. We gotta work with this. Okay, so in the same, with the same paint layer we have here, I'm just going to see, should I reduce? There you go, just a little bit. Maybe this one. And a little bit from manufactured. Not a lot though. There you go. Something like this. Okay. One thing I'd like to, let me try something. I'm not sure how that will work, but if I give the base color for the back some height, maybe 0.005 like this, and I give it a white mask, and I add a paint with my brush, I should be able to get rid of, get rid of some of the some of the sticker like this. Actually, I'm gonna keep this like so. It's just the down below. Here we go. Maybe I took too much out, because technically the front would probably be more damaged than the back, right? So I'm just gonna take out just a little bit. Maybe we'll try the same for the front, but I don't know. I think the front is made to last more than the back. Yeah, this is probably made to last more, whereas this one is, the back one is probably just a sticker, just stamped in there. Alright, cool. So I'm just gonna take the same dirt folder we have here, copy it and paste it into the back plate folder. And instead of the micro height from the front, for the front panel, we're gonna find, what did we call it? Back panel, maybe back rectangle. Here you go. Like this. Let's see. Now we gotta invert it again, like so, and we lower the dirt level. Here you go. That's too much. I think for the back plate, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna add a fill, add a paint, and I'm gonna press 4, and I'm gonna go to my UV chunk fill, and I'm gonna deselect all of these like this. Deselect all of these UV chunks, all of these, all of this one, this one, this and this. And then I'm gonna go to my brush mode and literally paint out this part. Let me see, where's my basic default hard? Basic hard, here we go. Paint out everything here except for the inside, like this. Yeah, this should work. Alright, so now if I go to my dirt, okay, and I'm just gonna lower the opacity. Something's not right. I think what I want to do, instead of putting the back plate dirt like in the dirt anchor, we're gonna find the, it should be this one, right? The back rectangle. Yeah, it should be the back rectangle. But I think the thing is, with the AO radius, I think that's what's killing us. Alright, here we go. Now we're talking. Something like this, just a little bit of, what about AO depth? Yeah, I think it's the radius. it's not showing. I think I know. I think I know why it's not showing. If I right click here and add a fill, and I find the back rectangle mask, and we put it with on linear dodge, so now it would give us something like this. Let's see if that will make the dirt show up. No. Interesting. I guess what we can do, we can just paint it. I'm not too sure why it's not showing up, but we can just paint it, I guess. Wow. Yo, I'm so dumb. There's no way. Hold on, let me turn this off. My dirt folder is on 100, is on 0 opacity. I did not see that. There we go. Now we're looking okay-ish. Alright. Now I'm just gonna lower the opacity. Something like this. Here we go. Yeah. And then I can paint back to my dirt brush. And I can paint out some of this. Like this. I don't understand how I did not see this. Here we go. This looks better. Yeah, we're gonna render something like this. It pops up a little bit more. Let's look at it before, after. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, this looks fine. Okay, so for the top vent, let me look at something. Yeah, we don't really need this second fill we made for the on top of the backplate folder, so we just get rid of it. Okay, for the top vent, I want to try to add just a little bit of blur, just to see if it's gonna look better. Top vent. Okay, sick. On top of everything, right here, I'm gonna save first because it might take a minute to load. I'm gonna go on, not a fill. I'm gonna right click, add filters right here, and find the blur filter, which is right here. I think it's already looking better. I'm gonna lower the blur intensity. And as I hold shift, I push it. Yeah, that's the good stuff. Yeah, I think this looks better. So before blur, after blur. There you go. Yeah, I think this looks better. So a 0.006 blur is fine. And I'm gonna go back to my edge highlight folder that we made for this box. Where would it be? It should be right up here. It's not edgeware. Let's see. Color edge highlight. Here we go. And with my dirt brush, I guess I'll try the cement. I like the cement brush. Position jitter low, size jitter low. I'm just going to paint out some of the uniformity on these, on the vents, like this. Yeah, the edge has more of a little curve to it instead of that sharp cut. That was throwing me off a lot. a lot. There we go. Yeah, yeah. So if I go back to my front top vent and blur off, blur on, yeah, I think it looks better. Blur off, really sharp. Blur on, nice curvature. Yeah. Let me try 0.09. Yeah, that's slightly too much. I think 0.06 is fine. Alright, cool. Okay, we're done with this. We have everything here. This might be a little too dirty, but we'll look into it in Marmoset. Everything here is fine. This is fine. Maybe for the front, I'll give it a slightly darker color. Where's the folders for it? Plates, front base, slightly darker. While I hold shift, I drag on the slider. There we go. This is fine. Alright, cool. Okay, so let me save real quick, and then I'm gonna export. File, export textures. Everything should be fine, and I'm gonna test it out in Marmoset just to look. Here we go. And this is Marmoset. This is looking good. The back is fine. All right, let's look in ray tracing. All right. Let's see if I go close. Yep, this is good. I think I'm gonna give some height to this as well. The front, I'm gonna give the little paper just a bit of height as well. Yeah, this one looks good as well. Looks really good. Let's look at yeah, I think this is fine. Maybe a bit less dirt, maybe, but I don't see it being a problem. Alright, we might have to remove just a little bit. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna give this just a bit of height just to test it out. So main case, plates, where's the plates folder? Here we go. Front plate, height, we'll give it 0.007. I guess we won't see much a difference, right? Yeah, there won't be much a difference. Okay, it's whatever. It's fine. It's fine like that. Okay, cool. I think now we can do the metal. We'll do the antenna. Alright, so if I go to my dials and grab the metal folder, Control C, and I'm gonna make a new folder, call it antennas, like this, and I'm gonna paste it in, drag it in like so, and in the antennas folder, on the antennas folder, right click, add a black mask, and add a paint. I'm gonna press 4, not F4. I'm gonna press 4 for my selection mode, and I'm just gonna, with the mesh fill tool, And with white color, I'm gonna select all of these. You can't see it doing anything yet. That's because we have some mask in this folder. We can just get rid of it. Black mask. Let's see. Right click, remove mask. Here we go. Whoop! I forgot to add these and this. Sick. All right, something like this. This is pretty much the whole antenna, but we're gonna edit it out a bit. All right. So for the roughness, let's see. The antennas are more or less shiny and with just some stains on them. Okay, so they're not gonna be this black. In the base, we're gonna give it a brighter white. Let's see, something like this. Okay, for the color of the blue, we're gonna lower the opacity to like half. I'm gonna go to my base color just to see. For the color of the yellow, cut the opacity almost half as well. Alright, we still retain the whiteness of the antenna. And for the roughness, which one is causing this issue? Okay, so it is the roughness. Alright, for the roughness, I'm going to lower the opacity on it. If I go to my roughness channel here, and for the opacity, I'm just going to lower it like this, maybe 4. It's still there, it's just not as pronounced, you know what I mean? Maybe 6. Yeah, 6 is fine. And for the stain, the fact that the UV for this, where would it be? Yeah, the fact that the shell is so small, with metal roughness, it's gonna have a white like halo around whatever we do that's not rough, like that's not metal. I'm gonna show you. Cause I kind of wanna put these stains, but I don't think there's enough resolution for them. But I'll show you what I mean. So if I wanna, I'm gonna paint this red. I have no metallic, no nothing on this folder, and I go black mask and paint. Let's see, I'm gonna go to my brush, maybe my basic hard, like so. Let's see, you see what I mean? If we paint anything, it's gonna have some kind of weird halo. That's one downside with using metallic roughness that I do not like. I think it's better, it would look better with what is it, spec gloss. But I guess we can still try. Yeah, that looks so ugly. We can still try the stains though. So I'm just gonna name this stains. Let's see. And instead of paint, I'm gonna add a fill. And let's find a grunge. Maybe this one. Let's test it. I really don't like it. Try plainer. Tile it, maybe 3, maybe 7. Okay, cool. And the color, we're gonna put it white. The roughness will be, I don't want height, I do want no metallic, so I'll turn on metal. I don't want normal. And for the roughness, let's see, maybe 0.6, and we'll lower the opacity of the color. Where is it? Here you go. Go to the base color and lower the opacity. It's still loading. Something's not right. Let's see, I'm gonna turn off color. I think if I turn off metal, it'll look slightly better, but still the roughness. Oh, let me see. I go back to my roughness channel. What if I put it on overlay? Okay. That's better. What if I put the color higher? I don't think it'll make much a difference. What if I give it some height? 0.005. No. 0.001. Yeah, I think this is fine. Let's see. For the color, let me see. Can I put it on maybe multiply? Would that affect anything? The thing, yeah, I don't think it'll affect anything because the color of the metal itself is pretty much white. What can we do to make this look better? Can we push the roughness a lot higher? Yeah, I'm gonna make the roughness 0.7. Yeah, it's fine like this. I'm just gonna export it real quick just to test it out. Yeah, it has some information on it. Not a lot, but it's got some. Yeah, let me turn on ray tracing real quick. Yeah, I reckon it's got something going on. What I'm gonna do though, let me turn this off. What I'm gonna do is, you see how it's going along the, it's going like this, like the pattern. I want to make it go along the length of the antenna. So let's see if we can do that. We're in triplanar. I'm gonna press Q to bring out my gizmo, and let's see if I rotate this way. Yeah, then that looks better. Let me export it real quick. Here we go. All right, cool. Yeah, I might take out the height of the stains. Let's look at this. Yeah, this looks good. It looks good. Let's look at the reference. The reference is slightly smudgier and all that stuff, but again, I don't think we have enough resolution for this tiny piece to look like that. Maybe we'll lower the color to be less shiny. I think we'll do that real quick and test it out. The base color for the metal will make it less white. Something like this maybe. And let's export. Okay. All right. Ray tracing. Yeah, I think that looks better. Anyway, either way, in the other video, we'll continue working on this as well as the rest. These things, these little tiny ones. And yeah, after that we should be done, and we just do the screen and we'll be ready for render. All right, sick.